All right, he's all bundled up. Frank is here. Desert Car Care, great place. What are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about, we got to just, you're behind the pedal and make pretend that pedal, as you increase the gas, we're hesitating. We're hesitating back and forth.
That's weird. That would be weird.
It would be. And what we're talking about is the tip-in hesitations, the slight hesitations. Doesn't do it all the time. Folks will get in their car, may not even have a check engine light on.
What causes that?
Well, let's talk about that. Think about the airway, the air that you breathe, right, through your esophagus. It's the same principle with a throttle body. This is a major point where that air has to go through, so you
want
can
that
see.
Clean, right?
You want it cleaned up, and you can see over time that carbon will build up. So in most occasions, you can get a little mass airflow, throttle body cleaner in here and get that all cleaned up. That may help. Please be aware some of this does not work for certain throttle bodies, but the idea is to keep it clean. If that throttle body changes as that air passes through the density, through all that carbon that's built up, here's some of that carbon here.
That is grody stuff, dude.
They can get on your fuel injectors as well. So again, those non-check engine lights, Paul, those little tip-in hesitations. I have another one here. We always talk about.
Come on over here, Sam. Here we go.
Air filter. Now on this Land Rover, this air filter is pretty clean.
Okay, that's beautiful.
That is a clean air filter, right?
Good job
however, if you've got one that is really dirty like this, what will happen is the dust and all the debris in here is going to contaminate the mass airflow sensor. This measures the density of air in grams per second to dictate how much fuel. So if this guy is dirty, it's going to change the fuel trim pattern. So
it's just not going to, ride as clean. How many times do you get these refilled? It just depends on the season. How many
annual. I go annual. Exactly. If we're out in Queen Creek, all the roads are getting better, right? If you're in a dusty climate like we are, once a year to say the least on those. The other thing too is folks can be aware of, you may not have a check engine light, but your fuel pump, which sits inside that fuel tank, if this fuel pump is not putting enough pressure, eventually the light will come on. The technician will test using a fuel pressure gauge, checking for pressure as well as volume, and that's what can be expected. So lastly, you have this fuel filter. Some cars still use the fuel filter. Some of these should be changed once a year, once every 2 years. So it's all about...
Some cars now, some of the newer cars aren't using fuel filters
Not using fuel filters. They're intake, they're returnless systems.
Isn't that interesting? Okay, what are you drinking this morning there,
Well,
Frank?
hot tea to nurse the
hot tea.
And I've got my shesh on. This is from Algeria. My good friend Salim, his wonderful wife Yasmin, works well on a cold morning.
Dude,
bring us some heat.
Happy holidays, brother. This is good stuff. So if your car's doing the little right? Just take it to Desert Car Care, right?
There you go. If you're not by us, I have plenty of shops around the valley that are really good we can refer you to.
All right, gang. He's Frank. He's drinking some hot tea. He's got the scarf from some friends. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, yes.
I mean, great stuff. Desert Car Care. Check him out.